Coming off of our loss against Villanova was one of the more crushing losses I've coached. And I didn't know how our team would respond to it, but I liked our energy and practice and our preparation. We knew coming here, this was our first time here, and I can say this is one of the best venues. And I know when it's rolling in here, it's got to be one of the toughest places in the country to play, especially if it's a morning game. You know, it looks like it's a totally different thing even when you're scouting to see teams when the sunlight is there. So I loved playing here today. I thought the energy was great in the building. You know, a team that's, you know, let's face it, hasn't played as well as they wanted to with all the transition. So we were nervous about coming into this game given how we played and the desperation the team was about to play. So I give our seniors, in particular, I thought Kofane gave us the energy in the first half to get us going. When he came in the game, I thought the game changed. He's someone who doesn't play a lot, that's why he's here. And I think Cotton is, again, Brice is Brice again. In our league and in the country, he's one of the elite players that's not spoke about on the national level enough. What he's been able to do, to will our team, to play every single minute, to lead us in assists, minutes, scoring. He willed us to win today. So tough game today, and I'm just really excited to get out of here with a W. But this kid to my right is playing as well as any college basketball player in America. And man, just look at what he's done for our program, look at what he's done this year. So I'm really proud of our team win.
And how important was it staying out of foul trouble with really only, 6 guys?
Yeah, I mean, we've done it all year, and it's a credit to the guys being ready to play. I didn't expect Carson to come down with how sick he was. I mean, even in our walkthrough today, I thought he was okay, but by the time we got to the arena, the bug just kicked really in, so he needed to be shut down for a couple of days.
Was he here?
He was in a locker room the whole time. He's going to be quarantined on the plane. We're going to put him in a plastic bubble and get him out away from all of us.
Just talk about Brice. You had said repeatedly in the last month that he's played very well in practice.
He really has, and I'm a bad coach for not putting him in a game because today he was a major impact in this game. Just his energy and his athleticism, and that's one of those things. Seniors have to be in the moment and ready to play. So I'm really proud of him, really proud of him because he has been one of our better players in practice. And when you play like that, the coach has to believe in you a little bit more.
At the half, I'm sure you tell them they're going to make a run, but
Sure.
I'm sure you didn't think that it would come so far.
No, I did. Honestly, this is a team where players have played in tournament games. Marshall, he's doing everything he can to will his team. Dunham is a great scorer. I mean, you're playing on a road. When you play on a road, crazy things happen, and I'm just glad we were able to persevere and get a road win.
Was that just the defense letting down for that stretch?
Yeah, I mean, that was, credit their offense. They made a lot of shots. They credit their offense. They cut hard. They had, they turned us over. That was more about their offense than it was our lack of defense.
Brice, I know you just want to focus on one game right now, but I would think you can't help but look big picture where you guys are kind of sitting right on that level. What do you guys need to do?
That's a question for me, not him.
Okay. I'll just
Absolutely.
turn it this way.
Absolutely.
What do you guys need to do to have games like this today?
Every game, and again, a lot of coaches don't like to talk about tournament, and that's something that I've talked about our players the last 5 games. And it's the elephant in the room, but you got to take it one game at a time. And if you're trying to get to the blue carpet, which we haven't been in a long time, you got to take care of business when you can. And going on a road to Seton Hall, that's a game that, it'll be another dogfight. They beat us in double overtime at our place. It is a game-by-game approach, but it's in our minds. This young man deserves to play in the NCAA tournament for what he's done for Providence College. This senior group has seen coaches turn over. We have gone through injuries. We've gone through suspensions, and I'm proud of the team and that's why I'm coaching them. Stay in the moment, not so much look down the line, but stay in the moment with the recognition of if we take care of business, we can be on that blue carpet.
And kind of going off that same topic, you guys had some high expectations coming into this year. And
We were picked 6. I don't know how high of expectations that was.
I had high expectations.
Okay. Well,
I'm sure you did too.
I always have high expectations, and quite frankly, I thought on November 1st, when we had a full roster and we were able to play a certain way, I liked our chances at winning the league. And that changed on November 2nd. We had injuries and suspensions, but it's a credit to the guys that are here, not the ones that are not, to be able to position ourselves to be where we're at today.
When you're looking at the season as a whole right now, do you feel like you guys are kind of clicking at the right time? You are where you
We're playing good basketball right now. I think this is like our third game where we played well. We just haven't been able to get over the hump in a couple of them. I think offensively we've been sharp. Defensively we got to do a better job. But again, some of it is on wear and tear on their bodies. So I'm going to give our team the next 2 days off because we don't practice as much as other college teams do based on just we don't have enough bodies in practice. Sometimes I got to call Bob Driscoll to practice with us. But we do what we got to do to get through the year, you know what I mean?
Bryce, can we talk about just the offensive execution today, right from the get-go? I think you finished 68% or whatever it is on the floor.
Tonight was one of the better nights that shot the ball very well as a team. Josh fortunate to get some very big shots in the first half. He got hot. Dante, everybody who played tonight, they contributed and did what they needed to do to help the team win.
Can you talk about what this gentleman was saying? Kind of the pressure builds with every game, but if you go one at a time, that's what we're looking for.
No, I don't really look at it as pressure. At the end of the day, we played the way we know how to play. It's gotten us to this point, so we don't need to make it bigger than what it is. Just stick to what got us this far and just forward at night.
Bryce, you're from Tucson, is that right? So you're about 1,800 miles from home in Providence, or give or take, whatever. What's the sales pitch for Providence to convince you to go clear across the country to Providence?
It was my only scholarship, so I didn't really have
Your only scholarship?
my only scholarship, so I didn't have much choice, and
320 mistakes there.
I'm just thankful for how everything has panned out. The coaches, bringing out the confidence in me that I may not have had when I first stepped on the campus, but it's definitely been a learning process for me, and it's helped me develop over the years.
Coach, do you recruit nationally?
We recruit the world. I want the best players in the country, even when they're not recruited. If it fits what we're trying to do as a university, high character kids, giving young men opportunities that may not think that they can go to college but qualify. Sometimes you got to give those. I'm sitting here because of that. We're trying to build a program there, and it has to start with integrity and character. Make sure that the men understand and appreciate what it means to represent Providence College. And I think when you look at Brice wouldn't shoot when we first coached him. This is a kid that went from 14 threes to 77 threes to 99 threes to where he sits today. If we coached him for 4 years, he may have been the all-time leading scorer in the history of Providence College. He still doesn't shoot the ball enough for me. We got to get him to shoot the ball more if we're going to get to where we want to get to.
One more question.
Coming down the stretch, Brice, Butler made it a game, and you guys go to the foul line. Any additional pressure or anything you're feeling when you step up to the line, knock them down?
Nah, I'm no stranger to hard work, and every time I step to the line, I just tell myself, this is what I've worked all summer for, to be in positions like this, and it's just a mental thing at that point.
We want to get to the free throw line. We're the best free throw shooting team in America. So if we get to the free throw line, it's ingrained in our players' heads that we're the best free throw shooting team in the country, and we're going to deliver. You got to coach from that standpoint, especially when you have limited numbers.
Do you do anything out of the ordinary with free throws as far as the time you devote to them or anything?
I think we spend a lot of time. I don't think there's anything we do out of the ordinary. I think the right people shoot free throws. And again, we don't play a lot of guys, but we do. We do a lot of free throw preparation. We put different types of pressure on guys with the clock, with running. We do our share of free throw shooting every single day.
You haven't mentioned your offensive execution. Obviously, might be a season high.
It may be a career high for us. This was I don't know if I've ever coached a game to see the ball in the basket at that level. We all have those days, when we all get married, we look in the mirror and say, how the hell did she marry me? It was one of those games today. The ball went in the basket at an alarming rate. You like that one, huh?
Thanks, guys.
That's good.